Hey guys, Wraith here. Um, Here on the update. The print is coming along well. Like finally gotten all axes working well, with roughly consistent results. But obviously, constant adjustment will be required because I've seen some things like the tapes are wearing out. The screw is eating up the tape and like cutting it into some. I'll show you how to make. So I've done some modifications. Like the Z wasn't going anywhere. So that's the new mountain location. I'm sure you can see. Um, oops, I've removed it from here. I've done a lot of modifications from the past video. It's just sorry that I'm not recording. I've even installed a new motor. Even went to the extent of like tying it up and all. But apparently this motor, this is better quality and it's smaller. It's a smaller motor compared to this big. Either that or hadn't tied these nuts, so the torque it was giving me it wasn't just enough. But it was here, it wasn't raising. Plus again this wood doesn't dampen the vibrations. So rotation was slightly difficult. This one, when I mounted it in the same place, at least it was giving me some movements, but I wasn't, if I was going like 10 mm down, I couldn't achieve going 10 mm. I was achieving like 8, 9. So I was like seriously skipping. Uh, Seeing that, I just saw that the imbalance in the weight is just not good enough. So this is the new mounting location. I'll have to cut this thread. As you see, there's an overhang. Currently, I've homed every access to the minimum. So at least it's working. Even this one, as as you know, part of this rod towards the back ain't working well, but with this new homing location, it's reaching its spot. I've applied new tape, the masking tape, this masking tape. This, as this thing rotates, it wasn't gripping well, so it was roughly cutting as it rotates. It literally cut, so getting weaker with it. I'm sure I'm gonna replace that with time. I need to figure out what to do there. Maybe eventually just drill something of the size, right size. Uh, Obviously, I've inverted the stepper. Let me show you. I've just inverted the stepper, one stepper only. So you can invert the stepper direction. So for the Z is inverted because it's flipped. Originally, I wanted everything to be like empirical, like straightforward upright. But as you've seen, I think maybe the force was the thread is sitting on, everything was sitting on the shaft. At least this something is hanging. So the end stops obviously are still in the same position. So the plan now is to move all the axes. We move them to the max and then we home it. After we home it, we're gonna speed up, roughly double the speed. and we're gonna chase speed until we see where we start skipping. Where you start skipping is where you're gonna say our speed is gonna be at. I'm watching some podcast here. Sandwich podcast. But yeah, it's gonna just be in the background or something like this one. So let's do this stuff, huh? Need to return that back. Bring this guy back here. There's some glare somehow. Hope you just make do with it. Oops. So we're gonna start with the X, move 100. I'm gonna move the printer back to its better location. Let me just make sure nothing is in there. So here, roughly, this is my line. This is my line. This other line is unusable because the thread can't move past there. But I'm waiting for the new threads. I'm gonna obviously replace this, and this. This I'm gonna know what I'll do to achieve more travel. I might even mount this guy here. But this, at the moment, this is a better location. Because if I move this thing here, I'm gonna make the gantry heavier. So let it just stay here to reduce weight. With the other builds, I saw a mechanism, the core XY mechanism. So I'm gonna use a core Y mechanism. I remove the motor from here, put it somewhere low. I will prefer things to be low because of CG. And then put a belt that shifts with the gantry as it moves up and down. This will remove the weight from the motor. Weight from the gantry of the motor. But I want to maintain the threads. I prefer threads over belt drive, but apparently I prefer threads because of I can deactivate the function of deactivating. I require less power to maintain my positioning. But belts are faster because they are lighter. But they may tend to be weak. They tend to mitigate vibrations because they can stretch the elastic. But yeah, still maintain my threads. So it's about there. It has taken roughly 3 minutes, 3 minutes 30 seconds. It's taking its time. No hurry. I hope when I bump up the speeds, we'll start with speed and then I will go acceleration next. It has homed. Hope you can see. So we go for the Y. I wonder if this is gonna be a challenge, but let it stay there so we know of its actual positioning. I've removed the nozzle. It's vibrating too much. I hope you can see the play, and that's when I've tried to mitigate. This thing is helping a lot. When it was only a linear rail, this rod, a linear rod, not a rail, it was worse. And I'm just using a wardrobe rail, but you roughly cut one of the components to roughly fit. So yeah, let's wait for the wire. This is the only thing that I'm thinking. If it could go low, the next build obviously I'll go for. I think I may just go for 2 motors. The normal build, one motor. Because this rod is limiting my. It tends to wait when I lift this gantry. You will see how much the rod is protruding on the workpiece. As the bed moves back, the rod will be interfering. The rod is 40 mm from the table. That won't really affect it because the maximum table I can move is 130. But with the new threaded rods, it will obviously max out to 220. Max out the bed, and maybe start planning on if it will add a nozzle, it will be catching this clipper. So need to know this into software and stops coming. So that's a whole good 10. Actually not 10, 20 mm lost. I can't recover. So my bed lines. So this will be roughly my print space from here to here. That's not bad. And then height was 110. I had a height of, because it has hit the hand stop, so yeah, 110. So roughly 110 is up to here. So that's the maximum rectangle that I can print from here to here. That's not bad size. That's a good object. Let me see what I can print here. Something common. Too thick. Slightly too thick. This maximum. So Infinix Z05 roughly fits. So I can print a 4 cover wire comfortably. It has maxed out. This is maximum. Actually, I didn't even consider this. So from end stop to end stop, I have 150. It can't print the 005. 05 is 160. Hey, this print size is small. What can I print now? Let me look for something I can print. A calculator, that's big. A remote, that's big. A mouse. Obviously, a mouse can print. So yeah, can print 3 mouses stacked upwards comfortably. So let's go for the Z. After that, I'm gonna use the auto home button, the all home button. this one here. So that I see it homing automatically. After that, we're gonna now start using I'm gonna start checking on the probe. The Z moves in steps of 10. So this is the second turn. We saw I had what? 150. Not 150. One time. I'm supposed to click 11 times. I'm gonna click roughly 10 to 12 times. This is the third one. It's the only way you know if you're skipping and know if you can add speed. So I think the speed function is based on time. They estimate like I'm at 25 millimeters per second. So they like start something and then after the set time it cuts out. This is the fourth one. Let me measure the bottle. 5th or 6th one. 5th. So this is the 6th one. There is some play here, but I'm gonna add a screw. And then this is leaning. Hope it doesn't affect as much. And then I've made the cell tape here bulged, 7th one. It's bulged so it can go past through downwards. That mitigates it from sliding down. And then there's a pulley here just to hold the bulge tape so it doesn't rotate here on rub on this here. 7th. Yeah, now 8th one. Nine. I think we missed a step. I think we are at 10. So let me take it 10 and then 11. Either that or I'm moving too fast. Because if I'm moving too fast, that's good signs. I haven't even completed it. So my measurement is slightly off, obviously, because there's like a line. It's at an angle which gets pressed. Maybe that's like a 4 mm, 3 mm, 4 mm, 3 mm. So I roughly have 140, not 140, 100 mm vertically. So let's home. Oh, it homes one axis at a time. I'm gonna change that in the code because I can't remember homing speed, but its homing speed is slightly high. Good signs you can bump up the speed. I hope you can see the jack. There's a form of jack. It's as if the motor is stopping. If you can just match up the accelerations for it, you can almost eliminate the jack. the bed is dancing. It has hit the end stop, it has bumped, it's now going back. Maybe that bump is much. It's a bump of 5, so the X has homed. Let's see the Y. You have seen, it has sagged, apparently. Then stop has stopped being depressed. But I don't think it's that much. I don't think it will affect. So I have to consider my warping of my gantry. Not my gantry, my arm. Oh yeah, my gantry, yeah, my gantry. Okay guys, I'm thinking of a robotic arm, so, but that's like a project that I'll do like in 10 years time. Let me first do this printer, then a CNC, then a plasma cutter. But no, the second, before I do the CNC, we'll make I have plans of 3 printers. One, obviously this one, but I'll upgrade it to be big. I'll create a bigger form of this. Just have to look for a better bed, bigger bed. I want to print roughly half a meter. 1 meter is too big. But 1 meter, half a meter is good. It's a good start. After that, there's a 5-axis 3D printer that I'm planning. I'm also planning for a CNC lathe, and then plasma cutter, and then foam cutter will come in between. But I don't really think I'll use a foam cutter that much. I'll be printing on paper and then sticking it using glue on the foam and then cutting. Now that the printer is working, I can now start thinking of the drone, because I can now start printing parts. Let's see. Let me first bump up the speeds, because I'm so sure that my print time will be so long. It will be consuming too much power, because the bed will be on all that time, and the nozzle. So, and then we can start now thinking of like a bench or the cube. I'm not sure the name of the cube. It has zoomed. So the whole process was taken. We started for 20 minutes. What? 20 minutes, 3 axes, divided by 210. So 3 to 4 minutes per axis. That's not bad speed. But that's just moving one side. Now you can imagine printing a whole thing. So let me bump up the speeds. I'll keep informing you. So yeah, let me pause. I'll see. I'll double out just right now. No, just do it straight. Specific. I need a 50. I don't know where I get a 50. 25, so putting both of them speeds at 50-50. Originally it was at 25-30. Okay, here we go. Okay, we are moving. And as you can see here at the far edge of the fridge, those end stops are really tight. These things are consuming a lot of space. Those clips. Sorry. That's at 50. What? Yeah, it still require a lot of speed. I think I require roughly 200 to print. Okay, it has hit the end stop and it's not stopping. Stop. Let's go further away. Okay. Just some good sign. I think I can achieve 200. I wonder how the Z will perform. I need to lube this stuff. I haven't lubed it. I'll just lube it. I'm gonna use just normal lube for ones for bicycles. General purpose lubricants I did for sewing machines, bicycles, and domestic use. Yeah, boy, domestic use. Because this is totally a domestic breed. But I still have this in the name of cooling, so it's engine oil. And my tube is sagging, so I think I might eventually end up cutting it. Might be too long. Even if I put on like an enclosure for it. And the way it's box one. That's the why. So easy. Okay. Yep. We are skipping. Not really skipping. I like call that a skip. So let's know if you're skipping. That's one. Pressed it once. Last time we counted 11. 1. I think the Z you can't bump the speed that much. 2. This is giving me chills bana. Oh, alafu one of them I noticed I hadn't tightened this thing. The nut was loose. It has stopped too. This is 3, isn't it? 2. It's confirmed. So 3. We are either at 3 or 4, so but I'm gonna say 3. You're skipping heavily. Yep. $50 is just too much for Z. I don't even know why I'm rushing the Z. Because I'm doing a layer print, so don't really require the Z2. I've lost count. I think we're at 7 or 6. Hope you count the clips. 8. This distance is just too much. So we have skipped, so yeah, 8. So see if you have gone halfway. Let me put it now. This is 9. Skipping too much, I'm even losing count of my counts. Not sure if we're at 9 or at 10. Let me say now we are at 11 now. Hope you can see it's struggling to move. It's just vibrating. No, 14. 15. Hey, I think this I'm just gonna maintain it at 30. Let me look for a 30. That's 16 or 17. Now this is a problem of time function. I don't have an input sensor. I'll only use time. If I had an encoder, it would have known it hasn't achieved its steps. So, but yeah, you have to do is what you just need to get some magnets. I have some hard sensors, but I want to be able to. The ports, I'm running out of ports. Yep. After 18 to 20 steps, We have just achieved it. That's just too much. Oh, and I've changed this at the end. So let's home. After we home, I'm gonna bump up twice again. We go up to 100. After 100, 200, 200, and then I stop there. That's for the X and Y. For the Z of just 30, 30, 30, 30, and you're homed. After we've reached 200, might double the acceleration for the X and Y. For the Z, I'm not gonna touch. I can't wait for 100. Let me even copy it right now. You need to be careful. This access can break it. The wood that I'm using to hit the end stops. Sometimes the end stops ain't functioning. Okay, right. This has worked. Oh, we need to home this here. Forgot. Just wait. Even going down, I'm getting stuck. But I'm at 30. See, if I get stuck going down, this bad news means things are getting loose. Let me just show you how much this thing is dancing for me to achieve movement. This thing needs to be that loose. And it's getting loose. I untightened it to, because if it's tight it doesn't hold. Either that or it's getting loose, and I don't think it's getting loose because I added some straps to tighten it. It's getting loose. Okay, these are some of the few things I need to maintain. It's even nice I had taken a close look at it. Now if I get stuck going down, what does this mean? It's not really getting stuck, but it's getting stuck. That's a form of maintenance issue. Something has sort of worn out. Is it warming up? Is it up slowly? Seriously heating up. Has it hit the end stop? It has. It has hit the end stop. Let me tighten. So that we can. Or if you can increase the speed. It just wait, just about to start to feel that. And we home it. Still stuck. If it's too goes too tight, it goes. Switch. Let me just a minute. Let me see if I can. What's up? Just lost power somehow apparently. So yeah, that's a whole 10. Let me just assume that axis for the moment. Let me see what I can get up this. I think maybe the bump up has affected my PWMs. So we're at 100. We know what to do with that Z. At least I can print at 100. 100 looks, if I use that PLA at 100, that speed looks reasonable. So 200 will be double this, huh? That speed is too high for me. If the end stop doesn't work, it hasn't stopped. So the end stops are somehow going loose. I'm not really sure. At times software becomes a bitch at times. We have started with skipping. This is just 100. Okay. So my good axis is the X. This one is limping as that's a limp, man. I can't bump it to 200. Okay, it said it can go. I wonder if it can now change speeds. So the beginning, okay, I need to level that axis, that linear rail, because at the end it seems it has minimal resistance, but at the beginning it had a lot of resistance. That's 100. That's not bad. Now let's home the X. Apparently the Z is back. It has lifted what it wasn't lifting. I wonder if I'm in the middle of a print and then some such power surges come and go. That doesn't look like 100. It looks as if it's going slow. But the X, so if I'm printing something long, and apparently this is the short axis, this printer is becoming complicated by the end of the day. I'm so sure by the time I'll be able to print, I'll be printing something from here to here if I want to print fast. Hope the end stop works. We are at 200. We are at 100. So let me look for a 20, a 2. We have a 2 here. After this, we stop our speed test and probably call it a day. So we go for the Y, then we bump up speeds. I need to remember to drop the linear rail on the left side slightly down, just slightly down. I'll have dropped it right now while it was in that position, because I want to go for 200. You have to bear with me just a minute, because I've seen this thing to locate it. Let's see that. movement. I don't have enough movement. I might end up having to drill another hole if it gets somewhat stuck. Almost stuck. Whichever. Okay, you're starting to feel signs of. So I have this space to print. I print towards my maximum. As you can see, the rod is warping a lot, so obviously it's affecting. But that sort of rub will go away if we put some grease, some lubricant. You're almost getting there. Can just bump up the speed actually. These Nimas are working well, but they're impressing me. I've seen people print on some really fast speeds. So yeah, here we go. 200. If it goes well, we go to 400. Okay. Let's see. Yep. Too fast. Should I stop it? Just let it go. Yep. And it's gonna go like that until we hit an end stop and it's not moving. 200 is too much. Let's try it with the oil. Yep, too much. 150. Plans of 400 has just gone like that to the wind. We have 100 though, so let's see how 150. Ooh. I don't know, it's a hand vacuum cleaner, but so yep, I can't achieve 200. It's roughly a disappointment. My accelerations are at 30. Higher 150. If I just have a good rod, because it has just picked up speed. I have a lot of play. So roughly this is my opportune, this is my best print area. This section, the thread is too rough. This section, the thread is too warped or bent. In this section, I don't know how the Z is going. The Z apparently catches and net goes. Yep. The way is like, no, I'm not gonna move, but I said I won't help it, but I know that section is slightly rough. And you know, the higher the speed, the shorter the time, so don't talk. So yeah, 100 is my speed. 100 is my speed. No, it's around that for. So we're just pushing more current. 150 is a no-go. I want to test it at the end. Let me try again. This thing is no. It's just too much. Just have to stick to 100. Let's go back to 100. We make sure the parts haven't. It's not a failure of the parts. Just for the same axis, because the X has gone well. Oh yeah, at least. So 100 is good. So that even makes it easier for me because I don't know what my extrusion rates are at. 100 is pretty reasonable. And stop. It does what? What's the problem? Yeah. And I can't max out my bed. It has reached here. So the bed maximum bed size is up to there. From there to there, from there to there, and then 100 roughly. This level. That's something printable. So yeah, I've maxed out about 100 mm per second. Not even gonna try to touch an acceleration. Let it just remain at 30. But the X can move. I think it's because of the just had a better setup. Plus that pulley is holding it well. If you can see well. You have zoomed